Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Mass Effect 3, where we have acquired... Well, we already always had the Catalyst. We just didn't know what the Catalyst was. That it is the Citadel. The Citadel is now on Earth. We are going to go there. We are going to confront the Reapers once and for all. I don't know if we're going to get to the actual finale today. I imagine today the farthest we're going to get to is the Crucible itself. That is my goal. I don't remember exactly how much there is between arriving on Earth. So there's arriving on Earth, there's a bunch of battle, there's like a middle section, and then a bunch of battle, and then the Crucible, I think.
Commander, you've got a priority message from Admiral Hackett requesting to come aboard.
Ah, Admiral Hackett in person.
Aye, Commander.
We've been speaking long distance all this time. Wait, why do we have the two guards blocking off the passage from the war room to the
Commander?
CIC?
Admiral?
But we don't have any guards at the airlock.
Yes, sir.
That seems like...
Then let's make sure the fleets are ready.
What's the point? Why don't we have those guards over by the airlock? Now, I'd imagine the actual point is it's more to do with the fact that this game released on the Xbox 360 and PS3, and there was loading time
Never before have
in
so
between
many come
the
together from all quarters of the galaxy.
War command area and the CIC area. That is what I would imagine like they need to come up with a plot reason as to why you're going to be slowed down going from that one room to the other room. So that's why it's there.
Stand fast in the face of that terror. They will advance until our last city falls.
But if two masked individuals can show up through the airlock without being processed, it makes the whole scanning part of the other area a little bit meaningless for story reasons.
Stand fast. Stand strong. Stand together. Hack it
Actually, decontamination in progress. It doesn't scan you, it decontaminates
The
you.
sword fleets are ready to strike at the Reapers surrounding Earth. While they keep the enemy engaged, you and Hammer ground forces can take London.
London. Why aren't we hitting the Citadel directly?
Anderson can brief you on that. Admiral, how are you holding up?
We're ready to end this. But as you can see, the station's closed itself since it appeared over London.
Damn it. Gotta get the arms open to dock the Crucible.
Exactly.
But London is surrounded by Hades cannons. Hammer transports can't land while they're active. You lead a squadron of smaller shuttles. Infiltrate with a ground team to take out the cannons using heavy weapons. Hammer can land, and we'll set up a forward operations base.
And that's the
Still don't
middle
see how we get
section,
into the Citadel
is
from
the
London.
forward operations
Use
base.
this beam to transport humans, alive and dead, to the Citadel. From the FOB, Hammer will launch an all-out assault on the Citadel beam. Everyone who makes it that far will take the beam to the Citadel, then locate and activate the Citadel arm controls.
Once we see those arms, SHIELD fleet will escort the Crucible to the Citadel. But timing will be critical. We don't have enough firepower to keep the Crucible safe for long.
Nothing's ever easy. No reason it should start now.
It's desperate. I don't even want to guess at our odds.
But this is the only plan we have. If we wait, the Reapers bleed us slowly. Conventionally, we can't defeat the Reapers without the Crucible. Get the Citadel arms open. Commander, whatever the cost, we'll do the rest.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to all of us.
Let's go with classic Mass Effect. Liara, Tali. That's how we started the trilogy. That's how we'll finish the trilogy. Even though we're going to be leaving them behind at some point, but we'll worry about that later. For now... Do I like the Hurricane? Yes. Yes, I do. You can switch that over to the suppressor with extra damage and rounds per magazine. And you can do the same.
Approaching Sol Relay, Commander. We're through the relay in 30 seconds.
So I started counting to see if you'd actually go through the relay in 30 seconds and whether that detail is actually necessary to mention after Joker was just saying we're almost through the Sol Relay. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised that it didn't take 30 seconds, but still, like, it feels like an odd line to throw in there immediately after we're almost through the relay.
Asari fleet's reporting.
Also, this is definitely a big ol' fleet.
Get fleet reporting. All fleets reporting in, Commander. Ready to engage on your command.
I was gonna say, I did not see a single enemy ship in space.
This is it, everyone. Be ready on my signal. Fire!
They were just occluded by the camera simply not pointing at them. Also, how many other science fiction, like, space battles look like this?
On my command.
Where you have, like, all of this kind of, like, blaster energy just kind of, like, flinging back and forth. Like, the closest one I can think of is, like, Starship Troopers, whenever they're having the space battles. Maybe I just need to expand my science fiction, my library of science fiction that I watch. I need to watch, like, Battlestar Galactica, Babylon, Farscape, Stargate. That way I'm not necessarily limiting myself to just the big movies. But first, finish Mass Effect 3. Ah. Nice! We got one! Kind of. He's still blowing up. He's still shooting. He's still shooting, Tex. Also, it's kind of interesting that there are no space battles in Mass Effect that you control. There are no space battles that you control. You're constantly flying in space. Your ship has guns. I want to say Knights of the Old Republic or Knights of the Old Republic 2 had space battles. I know the online game eventually had space battles, but, like, Mass Effect...
Shepard. Good luck.
is very focused on that ground fight. So much so that it feels as though, like, you having a ship that has guns, that's capable of fighting other ships, gets kind of sidelined.
Normandy's rejoining Sword.
Stay safe. I'll be back before you know it.
I'll hold you to that. Normandy out.
We're closing in on the LZ, Commander.
How's it look?
Like hell? Take a look for yourself.
And then it just loads an image of Doom Eternal.
I'm sorry, Shepard. I know how you must feel.
Yes,
Barely
when I
recognize
look in this ruins at, well, for one, how often has Shepard been on Earth? For two, how often has Shepard been in London?
Shit! We got a lock. Hold on.
And for three, it must be terrible looking at the ruins of this corpseless street.
Status.
That was the squad responsible for taking out that defense turret.
Who's on it now?
Nobody in the vicinity. All either deployed or shot down.
It's a good thing we only sent one squad.
Ma'am?
We have to take that thing out before Hammer can land.
Understood.
Change of plans, people. We're gonna take out that Hades cannon.
How do we do that?
With our
Damn sure they've been
guns.
carrying heavy weapons.
Perfect. You heard the man. Once we're clear, make your way to the crashed shuttle. We'll search the wreckage for heavy weapons.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Okay. Armor piercing.
Now! Go! Go!
Armor piercing again.
I can't stay here, man.
Get clear. Come get us once we've taken that turret out.
Roger that. Cortez out.
All right, everyone. Let's move.
Screen. I don't know what you're doing. I realize this is a war zone. But still, that does not mean you're entitled to just constantly shake on me. Oh, it's the defensive, the Hades gun. Because it's not enough that I can't see anything.
Hammer's getting torn apart. We need those guns offline now.
I also cannot aim.
Watch it, you got brutes.
Alright, where are said brutes? I feel as though, like, the need to destroy these, this cannon is also because of, like, it's just a distraction. See all that light pollution going on? Ruin the city skylight. Like, you bought an apartment next to the Hades gun. Every, like, 2 seconds it vibrates, but, like, the entire apartment still probably costs $3,000 a month. No utilities.
Damon, you got airborne hostiles inbound. Gonna try to keep them off you.
Careful, Cortez.
All right, we are.
Damn it, I'm hit.
Cortez!
Is Cortez dead now? Well.
There's the shuttle.
Keep an eye out for their heavy weapons.
Like, if it didn't do the screen shaking, like, I could do without the screen shaking. Like, the blinding light, I feel, isn't effective enough. Like, demonstration of the power of the cannon. Like, what would be the equivalent of, like, a screen shaking happening in real life? Like, is your head just suddenly, like, violently flinging itself about in every direction? Because the sudden amount of bright light also casts a very, very strong white light on everything on the structures, taking what is, like, right now a very darkened gray city and illuminating everything instantly. Okay, how do I access the heavy weapons? Oh, there it is.
That's it. We need to open fire.
Ah.
That's it. Last gun down.
No.
All hammer teams, prepare for landing.
Anybody, come in. We need action.
We've got company.
But that company did not last for long.
This is Commander Shepard. Any Alliance personnel in the vicinity?
Yeah. So that's a monster spawn point. Ah, thank you, Major Coates. All too easy.
Get us out of here, Corporal. You okay?
Is that Corporal Jacket?
Alive.
That you
Where's
are.
Private Pants?
Anderson,
Anderson!
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
it's good to see you.
And your sight.
It's been like a whole
How
game.
are we looking?
Now that the heavy air defenses are dealt with, Hammer can land.
And not a moment too soon.
What's left of the Resistance is holding a forward operating base, but the Reapers are countering already. Once we regroup, it's gonna be up to Hammer to take up the fight.
They didn't start out together, but they're ready to stand side by side and win this war.
Good. That's what it's gonna take.
We'll get it done, Anderson.
Yes, let's look at this door. This
I was born in London.
closed door is very interesting.
The entire galaxy united. Too bad it took the Reapers to bring us together.
I'd credit Shepard for that.
That's exactly what I meant. I know you didn't like leaving, Shepard. But nobody could have accomplished what you've done.
It's good to be back home.
There's the FOB.
Looks good. Give Hammer the all clear.
Oh no! Whoever you were, and you. Now, if I remember correctly, this is the last chance to have have conversations between yourself and your team members before the end.
Command center in the building over there.
Looks like we've still got groups coming in.
Yes, sir, but not as many as we'd hoped.
Come see me when you're ready.
Yeah, and this path is essentially going to be taking me past all of
Right. I expected to see more of Hammer here by now.
the characters.
A lot of them won't be making it.
I'm sorry about Cortez. He was a damn good pilot.
You two go on ahead. I'll catch up.
And regardless of the choice you might have made in regards to your allies,
Fighting here's been some of the
since they separate, they can take their spots on that path.
And you're here. It'll do the troops good to see you. Bolster their resolve.
I'm just a soldier like them.
You might see yourself like that, but they don't. Like it or not, Commander, you're a hero to these men and women. Don't discount the effect that can have on them. I better go meet up with my battalion. I'll see you at the command center.
All right, so there's Admiral Anderson. There's nobody down here, but there is a ladder. Let us go see who is the first of our allies who we will have a conversation with on our way out. Alternatively, maybe I should consider not worrying about making the finale its own thing. I don't know. I'll think about it. Hello. Ah, there's a phone booth. That's how you know you're in London. Because there's a big red phone booth. Anybody in here?
Yes, Commander. Is there someone you'd like to reach?
Yes, Zaid.
Zaid Masani.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
Almost thought you weren't gonna make it, Shepard. Glad I was wrong.
You doing okay, Zaid?
Yeah. Hope you've got one hell of a speech to get everyone moving. Looks like we might need it. Never seen anything like this.
We don't stop it now, it gets worse.
No kidding. Just doesn't feel like a real ground war when your opponents are taller than goddamn skyscrapers. Still, no use talking about it. Ready to go when you are. Let's gut the bastards.
All right. Sounds like a
Someone else
plan.
I can connect you to?
Kasumi.
Kasumi Goto.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
Hey, Shep. You ready down there?
Depends on whether you've got the Crucible good to go.
Oh, it's ready. No idea what it'll do exactly, but it's gonna be big. Good luck, Shepard. If you live through it, drinks are on me.
Is there someone else I can connect you to?
Jack.
Jack.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
So basically all of the allies who you don't have them as regular partners.
Jack, how are you guys?
Good so far. We're a ways south of your position. We saved some resistance fighters with barrier support. Bringing a bit more firepower your way.
I'll see you on the other side.
I won't let you down, Shepard. Go kick some ass.
You too.
Is there someone else I can connect you to?
Yes, Samara.
Samara.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
I wondered if I'd see you again, Samara.
It's past time I joined your battle. You helped me a great deal in the monastery.
I mean, well, Samara as a
Returning the favor.
A Justicar. Like, her goal is to take the most dire cause. And is there a greater dire cause than what's going on right now? Grunt.
Grunt.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
About time you got here, Shepard. Didn't want to win this thing all by myself.
Good to see you back in action, Grunt.
Wouldn't miss it.
Even if he had to come in on crutches.
Yeah?
Thanks for getting me out of that tank.
Sure, Grunt. It's been an honor.
Same here, Shepard. Okay. Grunt out.
Is there someone else I can connect you to?
Jacob.
Jacob Taylor.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
Shepard, that you?
Jacob. Holding up?
Kicking ass, more like. My kill count's through the roof.
We'll meet and compare notches when this is over.
You got it. There's this, great little bar in Rio we have to check out.
Is it still open?
Give him hell, Jacob.
I mean, we can hope for the best.
Shepard out.
So many people promising drinks. Miranda.
Miranda Lawson.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
Commander, hope you don't mind me crashing this little party of yours.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Ah!
Better?
Much. Got a few sideways looks from Alliance brass when I offered to help. They can't be choosy at this point.
I'm glad you made it.
Shepard, I wanted to say goodbye.
Goodbye?
If we both come back from this at all, everything will be different.
Sure, everything will change, but on our terms. We've been running until now, Miranda. It has to stop.
I understand.
This isn't goodbye. You have to believe we're not done yet.
Listening to you, I can believe it.
Good. And Miranda.
Yes?
Be careful.
I promise. And you too, Shepard.
Is there someone else I can connect you to?
Nope.
Done.
Yes, ma'am.
That's it. We have reconnected with all of our friends who didn't join us for the continued fight. Now it's just the other people who we've gone along with. What are you? People, we're using the trucks as decoys now. There's no way we can handle the damage being done, and since they're apparently trying to take us out, we might as well be of what use we can be. Volunteers only. Coordinate with evac services. That is dire. I've said that like 3 times now. So yeah, like the idea that if a Justicar is expected to go to wherever there is the worst situation possible, like her not being like this is without a doubt the single worst situation. The end of the universe is here.
Make sure we iron out these logistical problems.
Primarch Victus. I didn't realize you were here.
I wanted to return the favor in person. Though I'm sorry to see your world looks as bad as ours.
It's a shame to see
Garrus!
Shepard. So I guess this is...
Just like old times.
Huh. Might be the last chance we get to say that.
You think we're gonna lose?
No, I think we're about to kick the Reapers back into whatever black hole they crawled out of. Then we're going to retire somewhere warm and tropical and live off the royalties from the vids.
I like it.
I'll meet you there. I think my days of saving the galaxy are over when this is done.
Be sure to leave room for all the autographs.
Just need to beat the Reapers to get there.
James told me there's an old saying here on Earth. May you be in heaven half an hour before the devil knows you're dead. Not sure if Turian heaven...
Is that an old saying?
But if this thing goes sideways and we both end up there, meet me at the bar. I'm buying.
We're a team, Garrus. There's no shepherd without Vicarion, so you better remember to duck.
Sorry, Turians don't know how, but I'll improvise. And Shepard, forgive the insubordination, but this old friend has an order for you. Go out there and give them hell. You were born to do this.
Goodbye, Garrus. And if I'm up there in that bar and you're not, I'll be looking down. I'll always have your back.
We've got hostiles on the perimeter. Get on that gun.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I can do that. You don't even have to give me a chance. It's a good thing they're really slow. Because all of these guns have very, very few bullets, before they need to reload. Just a short amount of shooting to break up the dialogue. Anything in this dusty room? The answer is no. But there's Liara!
How are the casualties?
They haven't brought in many more wounded.
That's something.
Yeah.
How you holding up, Liara?
This is it, isn't it?
Yeah.
We got one shot. One opportunity. To capture the moment. Or let it slip.
All those little blue children will be disappointed I didn't have a speech.
We'll make up a good story for them.
I do have.
Like steal this speech from the Solarian
Take a moment if you want it.
fellow in the beginning towards the end of Mass Effect 1. Say something about holding the line. I'd love to see the gift.
Of course I do.
Close your eyes.
You haven't closed your... Okay. Like, the whole ability of the Asari being able to essentially mind meld. Like, feels a little overpowered in comparison to the other species.
I love you. Now, let's do what needs to be done.
Yes.
What's his condition? Okay.
Anybody in here? No. It's Javik!
Commander.
Was it this bad in your time?
Worse.
I was going to say, it's probably worse.
Krogan speak to his
Like, we're at a point...
The races never came together. There was no rally.
Well, here's the thing. Regardless of what point we choose to fight the Reapers, if we wait longer, it will always be worse than the point before that. And Javik was born well after the arrival of the Reapers. Like, the Reapers already held the Citadel at that point.
No one else has ever made it this far.
You came a long way, Javik. Farther than anyone else here.
And I look forward to fulfilling my mission. But you are now the avatar of this cycle, the exemplar of victory. Not just for humanity, or Turians, or Protheans, but for all life. Every soul that has ever existed is watching this moment.
Well, no pressure when you put it that way.
Do not waver. Victory is never won without difficult choices.
I know. I've had to make a lot of those.
There may be more. But I know you will see this through for all of us, no matter the cost.
If we actually pull this off, what will you do afterwards?
Since my birth, life's only pursuit has been war. I look forward to seeing what peace looks like.
It's a big galaxy.
I believe the Hanar would welcome me. I could live like a king among them.
Probably.
Thank you, Commander, for letting the last voice of the Protheans speak. It has been a privilege.
But don't let them coerce you in starring in Blasto 8.
Shepard, you did it.
Rex.
No matter what else happens today, you did what no one else could. You united a galaxy. That's a victory right there. And don't worry.
I probably shouldn't have interrupted him. But still.
What about this, though? We could circle around and flood it with reinforcements.
Okay, we're gonna need to be careful here. Major Coates! He's back! There's Edie. There's Tally. Edie.
Shepard, I have a question.
Okay.
Is it a big or small one?
It is important. Its relevance would be diminished at any other time.
Ask away.
In this battle, the Reapers have no reason not to use their full capabilities to destroy us. Their forces are in entrenched positions. They have superior firepower and outnumber our forces. My question is, what makes you think we can reach the conduit at all?
The Reapers have the Citadel. They think they've won, and that's the best time to hit them.
If they have spies or other intelligence, we could lose the element of surprise. In such a case, we will likely lose.
Are you afraid?
Our probability for success is greater than any other plan presented to date.
That's not what I asked. Are you afraid?
I do not understand the purpose of the question.
There's no room for doubt anymore, Edie. You understand what we have to do, or you don't.
I am clear on what we must accomplish, Shepard. The Reapers have destroyed thousands of civilizations. But they have never destroyed ours. Nor will they.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
And that's the thing.
Even
if the odds are so far against you,
Shepard, there is something I want you to know.
if you do not try it, you will
Superman
lose.
ordered my creation years ago. Jeff was the one who allowed me to think for myself. But only now do I feel alive. That is your influence.
Thanks, Edie.
And even if failure is likely going to be what happens, what is the opposite choice? The opposite choice of that is guaranteed failure.
Almost time for the final push. Are you okay?
I thought I'd be asking you that question.
Shepard, I backed you when I was just a kid on her pilgrimage. I backed you when the Normandy was a Cerberus ship. What kind of friend would I be if I didn't back you now? And you haven't answered my question. Are you okay?
You remember how you felt when you landed on Ranark? Now imagine it's not a story passed down by your people. Imagine you were there just a few months ago.
And now you're seeing it like this.
We need to put it right.
We will. Whatever happens, I'm proud to have served with you, Captain.
It's been an honor, Tali'Zor of us, Normandy.
The Admirals once hung that ship name on me like a badge of shame. And then the Normandy helped us reclaim our homeworld. It's time I returned the favor.
Anderson!
Commander,
Admiral,
just going over the sitrep.
how's it look?
Barely 50% of Hammer has reported in.
Can we count on more making it?
There's some stragglers still en route, but the bulk of Hammer that's still intact has arrived. We're as ready as we're likely to get.
I'll check on my team. We'll get going soon.
I'll give the battalion leaders the heads up. We'll be ready as soon as you are.
I don't think there's anything else for me to do, though. So I'm going to immediately... Are you shooting at anything? Are you really just showing that cloud who's boss?
Whenever you're ready.
Let's move before the Reapers realize what we're up to.
Exactly my thoughts. Battalion leaders, report to HQ. We fought hard to get here, but now the toughest part of our mission begins. We've got to drive right through the heart of Reaper-controlled territory, break past their defenses, and get to that beam.
What kind of defenses?
The entire area is crawling with Reaper forces. But our biggest concern is the destroyer, protecting the beam itself.
Can we bring in air support to deal with it?
Negative. Some kind of interference. We'll have to take it out from the ground. Now they've cut a swath of no man's land through the city. We'll have to cross that first. There'll be some limited shelter on the other side, but expect heavy ground resistance. We need to get our tanks to here, if we get close enough. We've got a shot at taking that thing out.
How much of a shot?
They know we're coming. This will be a one-way trip for many of us. But there can be no retreat, no stepping back. We move forward at all costs, understood?
Hoo-yah! Yes, sir!
Johnson, Coates, you two will coordinate the artillery units. Shepard, I'm sending you right up the gut where the resistance is heaviest. Support the tanks the best you can, but stay alive. I need you for the final push to the beam.
I'll see what I can do.
I'll give you a minute with your squad. Pick your team well.
Ah, my squad.
This war has brought us pain and suffering and loss. But it's also brought us together as soldiers, allies, friends. This bond that ties us together is something the Reapers will never understand. It's more powerful than any weapon, stronger than any ship. It can't be taken or destroyed. The next few hours will decide the fate of everyone in the galaxy. Every mother, every son, every unborn child. They're trusting you, depending on you to win them their future. A future free from the threat of the Reapers. But take heart. Look around you. You're not in this fight alone. We face our enemy together, and together, we will defeat them.
All right. Once again, classic team. We'll go in, save the day. Try to. All right, let's turn on armor piercing as per usual. Thank you, Major Coates. I appreciate the finale, the final objective there in the distance. Yes. You shoot them with the guns. Auto aim. I choose to point my gun. There we go. Sometimes I find the auto aim to be a curse, sometimes a blessing. It's never quite the like for a long time I've disliked auto aim because I never really liked the idea of a game taking away control from you to do something. At some point I decided, wait a second, auto aim is kind of like an interesting gameplay aspect as a storyline, as something that connects to storyline, because like I am not a trained N7 operative, but Shepard is. So the entire idea of auto aim kind of feels like it closes the gap between the two mindsets. Like I don't have to be a trained marksman when the game essentially sets it up for me. But at the same time, if the game is always kind of adjusting your cursor to point at wherever the game wants it to be pointed at, then it does feel intrusive. Like, I've been playing Destiny 2 a bunch lately, and Destiny 2 does that, where, like, if an enemy kind of walks by you, like, your cursor will start to follow that. And sometimes it's fine. Sometimes it feels like it's getting in the way of the game itself. Oh, hold on. I was going to hop on the guns, but it seems as though I've got bandits on my 6.
Thanks. We're moving again.
So... oh, there's a door. So the guns are just there for set dressing. You know, how about this? I'm going to stop here for now. So the next video is going to be the push to the beam and the end of the game. For now, though, got any suggestions for someone to play next? Leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.